Box on. Bernie, what up?
What's good?
What's going on with you? You know we
All
talking
right,
your
just
boy.
not just. Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Perfect.
Okay.
So yeah, man,
What's
your
good?
boy. We talking your boy Eric Kelly from New York City posted something on his Instagram asking his
Uh
peoples,
huh.
should Crawford sign with Mayweather, and I follow Eric Kelly, so I was checking that out last night and seeing his comment. I said, that's a good topic for my peoples. Uh, is that the right thing for Terence in order to get the publicity and his name out there and get these big fights? And obviously, we want to ask your opinion. I saw your live where you said that you spoke to Crawford and he said next is actually 154, but obviously everyone still really wants him to stay at 147. But what do you think about Terence Crawford and the possibility of signing with Floyd Mayweather? Does that help the situation in your eyes?
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking that it's just a whole conspiracy to hold the kid down for whatever reason. It's like they hate him. When he first came on the scene, I never would imagine that all this would go around about fighting this kid. I knew he was tough and I knew he was great and all that. I knew he could fight, really well, but I didn't know that it was gonna come to this. Far as going up to 54, I just said that is we're gonna try to corner the market. I think at the end he might go up there to try to get a title, for legacy. But signing with Mayweather, I don't know. I never been with Mayweather myself, but the things that I heard about him is good on the surface, but not good behind closed doors. And certain things. So I wouldn't say that. I could not tell you what. I don't know. When you sign a contract with somebody, they seem like they got the rules on you. So I wouldn't trust. I don't trust nobody at this point. I don't trust Mayweather to do right by him. I don't trust one person to do right by him. I don't.
Do you think
I
Tank?
don't.
Do you think Tank is happy?
Um, I don't know. I think he should be because they placing him well. They moving him well. But far as like I say, I don't know. When you having conversations with people and the way they think, and like I say, behind closed doors, you never know. I know they had words, and I don't understand what that was about. You know, um, I couldn't tell you. You know, I couldn't tell you about like I say. I wouldn't understand why it would be a problem. Besides it be with Mayweather. I just I know the kids, they kids, understand? Tank is a kid almost, and different things that they gonna go through, wanting to be at home and not train out there and want to be comfortable and stuff like that. Well, I think with a guy like that, you don't want to break your back for him, but you want to do enough to make him comfortable. So I don't know. A lot of fighters, it's almost like a record deal. Everybody want to get signed. Everybody want to be trying to get moved. And I mean, like I say, I could not tell you. I'm at a loss for words for it all. And really, like you said, I was listening to y'all. I'm thinking it's more on the other side. I heard the kid talking about, well, basically we not signed with nobody, so Al gonna have to put up all the money if they fight. But I think he got a management team or something like that, so I don't think that's just necessarily true. I don't think that's necessarily true. The people behind him gonna probably put up some of the money or have something to do with it, I'm sure. But I mean, man, I just like I say, the fella that came up and said that we don't want to. That's the same guy that was on the stage when Bud said, "Well, y'all know it ain't my fault," when he was Sean Porter at press conference or whatever, or the
Tom
weigh-in.
Brown.
It was the press conference. Yeah, he the one that said that he don't want to insult Bud and he don't. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, get out of here. It's just like they trying to put him in a corner to say, okay, well, whatever it is, I'll take it just to fight him. And I don't think that's really gonna work. Um,
But
but
Bernie,
at the end of the day, go
do
ahead.
do you think it's worth a sit down with Floyd to see what plan he think he could put together? Is a sit down not worth it?
I think Bud and Mayweather, they be talking and stuff sometime. Mayweather's call him after his fights and
Exactly.
uh different things like that. But I think Bud done hung out with him already. So if Bud didn't feel like he should sign with him, then it's obviously something that you know what I mean. And like I say, Bud is a competitive person. You can't. He don't want to. Him and Mayweather's probably bump heads. Him and Mayweather's probably bump heads. And so man, like I say, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. But like I say, they said he ain't no draw. But the stadium sold out when he fought. When he just fought Sean Porter.
Yeah, but it's
So
them,
I
it's
figure
them
if you
pay
had
per
a part,
views we need, cause like you seen what
okay,
you seen what the vice president of PBC Tim Smith said. He said he's not in the which I'm agreeing that it's a crazy statement because he said he don't know the negotiations, but he knows that Crawford wants a lot of money, so they don't want to offend him. That's not the same person as Tom Brown. That was Tim Smith that said that. So
okay.
people are just
Ask
assuming
that
that
man
this is
for a
like a
number.
asking for a number.
This is a 50-50. This is a 50-50 fight. First, nobody over there has even called Bud to talk about the fight. Nobody has even called him to sit down. Let's all sit down. Let's get us four people or these group of people and sit down and talk about the fight. Ain't nobody never called and talked to the man about the fight. All they trying to do is dismiss the fight. And so, like I said, at the end of the day, Bud, all he could do is, they talking about. And then let me say, I think they fluffed them pay-per-view numbers over there. The pay-per-view numbers with Mikey, well, maybe that was before the pandemic, I believe. So I could see that, and I know it was all based off Mikey. I'm sure it was all based mostly off Mikey. The fight was not an intriguing fight only from Mikey's standpoint, if you want to say that. It was only intriguing from Mikey's standpoint. A 35-pounder who was in talks with Vasily Lomachenko, but decided to fight Earl Spence. Come on, man. Like I say, all this, man, shit, that's a bunch of bullshit, man. And like you
Bernie,
say, if you get any of them guys, go ahead.
but ain't that the bullshit that's selling? Ain't that exactly what Floyd just did for Tank with Barrios? And that's what I'm saying. Ain't it worth a conversation? Maybe they could put some bullshit together for Crawford to make him blow up.
But listen, no, because Tank has a different dynamic. He knocks people out with one punch.
So do
Bud. So that's no.
Sleep.
Bud is a.
I know he's not a one
I'm not
punch.
saying that Bud don't.
I know I know what you're saying. And we saying the same thing.
So that's it.
But he still get them knockouts though. He's still getting them knockouts.
He get the knockouts.
And what is it, like 10 in a row now?
Exactly. So listen what I'm saying. The man is too dangerous. He's almost like a Sam Langford, a Charlie Burley. The man you want to do, a Marvin Hagler. You want to try to wait him all the way out. You want to drain him down till you can to get him. That's exactly how they want to do this, kid. That's what I'm saying. It's not about moving Bud.
But not if you with Floyd. Because you see, Floyd ain't let Loma get Tank when he wanted him. He wanted to make sure Tank was ready.
Tank ain't gonna be ready. And at the same time, man, shit. Being with Floyd, I don't know.
Listen, if he with Floyd gonna tell everybody every chance he get why Crawford's the A side. Even though he's a great fighter. He's a great fighter.
Earl Spence now. He with Earl Spence now. Floyd Mayweather with them.
No, he not. Earl ain't got no promoter, and damn sure ain't Floyd. They just cool.
No, he's with PBC. Floyd Mayweather got a part of PBC.
Of course.
There you go then. There you go. That's a conflict of interest. He worked for PBC.
Listen, Barrios with PBC. Listen to me. Barrios is with PBC, but Tank is with Floyd. Believe me, it's different. Badu Jack is with PBC, but he's still with Floyd, and that's why he was on all the biggest undercards. All the biggest.
Exactly. That's why it's in-house.
But that's what I'm telling you.
Fight.
But that's what I'm telling you. If you make Terence a TMT fighter, everything changes.
No, because they got it for Earl. They want it for him. They want it for him.
Not if you a Floyd fighter. How is the Floyd fighter gonna be the B side? He never been. Think about it. Angelo Leo was the A side. Floyd fighter
ain't on the magnet. He's not the magnitude of a Bud Crawford.
I know he.
That's a whole different.
And that's
level.
why.
Gary
that's
Russell
why Floyd
would put fight. Gary Russell
Russell. He not with Floyd. He not with Floyd. He want the Tank fight. He want the Tank fight. That's what I'm trying to show you. It's different with Floyd.
No. I mean, you know, opinions is opinions. I don't agree. I hear what you're saying, but it's not making sense. It still ain't making sense. I still think that, you know, like I say, from everything under the sun, they don't want to see that man go. I don't care what it is. They already over there. If Floyd really wanted to help him, he'd have been came over there and tried to help him, and he still ain't talking out to help him. Everything they say, which I didn't really watch it, but it's almost like a backwards comment. It's always something slick or something like that. So, like I say, I don't know. I mean, you know, Floyd, you know, I don't know. They say he be acting like a bitch, so I couldn't tell you. So, a motherfucker act like that, they ain't real. I don't care how much money and prestige they got. If they ain't real, I don't fuck with them like that. So, I couldn't say Bud to fuck with him. And from what I talked with Bud, he never said he wanted to go sign with Floyd. He basically shook his head no.
But let me ask you this: does Floyd get along with Oscar?
What they got to do anything?
Do Floyd get along with Oscar De La Hoya? Just simple question, yes or no?
I don't know. Sometimes they good and sometimes they ain't.
Well, notoriously, they've been at each other's throats in the media. Floyd done posted, weird pictures of Oscar. So I'm just saying, there was still a time when Oscar promoted Floyd. Sometimes, even if you don't like a person, you could do business with them for the betterment of yourself.
Yes. I agree with that.
Floyd was promoted by Oscar for mad fights. Oscar got the rights to Floyd fights. They can still be seen on Golden Boy and Dazn because Oscar promoted them fights. So sometimes you do business with dudes that you don't like.
Yeah.
Just to do what you got to do for you.
Well, I agree, but at the same time, Bud ain't wanting for nothing. I think he's still gonna make good money without these guys, and fuck them. Like I said, at the end of the day, you got to worry about you. And we want to see this, and we saying this, everybody saying that, but at the end of the day, Bud is a 3-division world champion, 2-time lineal, undisputed, all that good stuff. This man don't have no problems at night. This man's sleeping good, as far as everything else. So if that's it. Fuck him. He not wanting for nothing. That's everybody else talking about. He should be this. He should be that. But he ain't studying. He ain't worried about nothing. Like I say, he didn't have nothing when he started. He didn't have nothing. He only could dream of be world champion 3 times now. One of the most feared fighters in the world right now. What can you do? You can't hang your head on that. Fuck them motherfuckers over there. Fuck every one of them motherfuckers over there.
So Coach, what fight at 54 was you talking about? Like, who would it be?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Like I say, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Somebody around up there, I wouldn't know. You got to match make them good. I wouldn't know. I couldn't say. I really couldn't say. They got business. He got people with him that want to help him make his path. And I think that we on that path. We're going to pick our fights, and we're going to do what's best for us, too, at the same time.
So the rumors is true? Are the rumors true? Is he with MTK Global?
No. Okay. I haven't heard that. No. Don't nobody know who he going to sign with or who he with or who his business dealings with is. Nobody know. And I never ask him. Stuff like that. I don't even.
Do you like the Tim Tszyu fight?
Well, like any fight. That motherfucker don't care. That nigga don't care.
Do you like the Tim Tszyu fight? Not Bud. Do you like it?
I haven't watched Tim Tszyu, but I mean, I don't, man, but like I say, when you get with Bud, you never know what he gonna do. So it's excitement how he gonna whoop the dude. You don't know what fashion he gonna do it in. You don't know if he gonna do it in the right hand stance, left hand stance. You don't know what round is really gonna come in. You don't know all the things that he do dynamic in the ring. Like I say, makes everybody terrified of that man. They don't, he looks vulnerable for a second, but you got to get to the man. I don't know. Then I couldn't say, but at this point, it's truly the top fights that should be happening. It's a sad shame that these fights are not happening in the welterweight division. We done already had all those round-robin fights over there, and none of those guys are trying to make their way over here with Bud to get a paycheck, to get it off their bucket list. None of them. None of them is over there. Everybody got another way to do besides Bud. When everybody is calling, telling this man is the best in the world, outside of Canelo because of what Canelo been able to, his marketability and the things, how they moved him. And nobody wants to go against that. Nobody wants to take his crown. Nobody wants to take that prestige. Nobody wants to knock that hype or luster off of him. It's a shame. It's a cold-blooded shame. And what that fella said, Earl Spence is not. How is he not? And the people with him not. They're not pursuing him to make the fight. I'm actually kind of done talking about it. Actually, I'm really sick of it. That's why I ain't did a show, or I'm just kind of dead talking about it.
Nah, I understand, man. I understand. I mean, but you gotta understand too that Crawford been fighting longer than Earl. Earl trying to build his legacy. He doing what Crawford did. Crawford was unified. He's trying to unify.
Okay. Yeah. Listen. Like I said. Now listen. Now them was his words, right? He gonna clean up his side of the street, and then he gonna come see. It shouldn't be no other one. Now, if his fans, like I say, if he don't mention Bud after the fight, and I'm only saying this in a context because they're the two best welterweights, and everybody wants to see the fight. Everybody wants to, for social purposes, for supremacy purposes, for everybody want to see the fight. If this man don't and his fans don't demand the fight, actually he should be coming off better because he's been fighting, quote unquote, the better competition. He's been fighting more regular. He should be ready to go in. He should be ready. It should be no other time than this fight. He should be looking for that fight. The man's legacy, he's already done that. They done hyped him up already. He's a pay-per-view star. He's such a killer. He's such a body puncher. He's this. They already said that. Only thing it's going to do is we're going to knock that off of him, and they want to keep that hype train going. So, I mean, where else can he go besides Keith Thurman? Where else can he go besides Keith Thurman? Then I don't want to say all the stuff I heard. And if he move up to 54, it's like, do we really got to chase you to 54? I mean, like I say, I don't even care no more, bro. I wouldn't even, fuck that nigga, man. Fuck him and the horse he rode on and everybody that he with. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. I mean that. Fuck them. He rich, Bud rich. Okay? He got championships, Bud got championships. Okay? Fuck all that. Fuck them motherfuckers. But is anybody the best fighters calling him pound for pound? Fuck no. Is everybody saying he the best? Fuck no. No. James Toney, Buddy McGurts, the great ones, people that been around boxing as a company. No. No. And everybody know that he ashamed. Everybody know that. So let him live like that. Let them live. That's how they live. Fuck them. It's always fuck motherfuckers in this world that live like that. Because they rich, because they popular. But at the end of the day, all right, you know what it is. Like he said, Jim Jones said it. He said they had them cars, they had them bitches, they had all that fly shit, but at the end of the day, they told them they friends. So every fly thing they did is a race. Like I say, he acting like a punk. Every fly thing he doing is a race. It don't count up the shit he don't fight Bud Crawford. That shit is all nothing. Don't mount to shit.
Well, I get your frustration, man. I get the frustration.
Listen, like I say, and you know what? It's frustration because it don't even have to take this much. Y'all know this fight should happen for the public of the sport. They saying Jake Paul doing this, Jake Paul doing that, but you motherfuckers don't want to do nothing. You motherfuckers don't want to do nothing. Come on, man. At the end of the day, it's a brotherhood. We should be brotherhood. It's a 50-50 fight. I mean, they don't even, like I say, fuck all that.
Yeah, but
Even
50 don't got to do with that guarantee. That's what they afraid of, the guarantee. Like, it just came out that Bud made $6 million for Porter, who ain't have a belt. So what is Bud gonna want to fight Earl, who got 3 belts and he got the last piece of the puzzle? So that's what they worry. They worry about them guarantees up front. And the fact that they not sure are the numbers gonna be there in terms of pay-per-view buys.
So you know what you gotta do? So you know what you do when you're not sure? You ask. If you're not sure, you ask. You understand? Don't just go off assuming. You know what Franklin Roosevelt said, fear, only thing to fear is fear itself.
But Bernie, Hagler was in this position. You gotta speak. You can't just sit around and let them come to you. Go to them. That's why I'm saying sit down with Floyd.
Listen,
and ask Floyd, what could you do? This is what I want. What can you do? Like you can't just sit around and wait for them to come to you. They already showing you. They already you know what they doing. They already showing you we don't need y'all. You know
we
that.
Already went up. We already went after him. How much time? Listen. How much time the man called him on the phone? The man told him face to face. The man bet him $1 million.
But that's,
how much more can you do?
That's the fighter. You know you got to talk to the real people,
but y'all
man.
telling me. But y'all, everybody saying this though. Everybody was saying this. Oh, he got to get in the ring. Every time somebody get in the ring, they get the fight.
That's
Come on,
true.
man.
That's
how many times he gonna get in the ring? Fuck. How many times he gonna get in the ring? He done challenged him $1 million. He done called him on the phone. He done talked to him personally, every little thing about it, and even tried to talk to him. Like I say, Bud and told me the conversation. They talk like, like I don't hate you like that. You feel me? I understand what you're trying to do. I get it. I still want to bang whenever, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Like I say.
Exactly, because that's the fighter, though, Bernie. That's why we need to talk. You got to talk to a Sylvia, a Al, a Louis de Cubas, or a Floyd. Come on, you know that. Earl gonna tell you what he gonna tell you because he a fighter, but it's the numbers people, the people that got the numbers, man, the ones that do the math. We need to sit down, Bernie. We need to sit down. Let's get this sit down, baby. We could do it. 2022 is the year. He gotta at least find out what's on the table. You fuck it, they ain't calling you. Go to them. Hagler had to do it. Hagler had to do it.
Listen,
he wasn't loved.
Nah.
He was one of the best.
No. That's not it. Nope. He waited 5 years till he went down, and Sugar Ray Leonard said, okay, which is the story, because his people told the story. Sugar Ray Leonard people told the story. Okay, I think I can beat him. I seen him look vulnerable. I can beat him. Okay, that's exactly what he said. It wasn't about Marvin Hagler. Sugar Ray Leonard said, okay, now is the time to take him.
But
go watch them documentaries.
But Hagler still kept Leonard's name in his mouth. He shamed him.
I don't know. I didn't watch it. I don't think he never. Listen, I don't know, man. Look, I couldn't say. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't say. I don't know exactly, and I just don't think that none of that's gonna help that man. If the man don't want to fight, the man don't want to fight. That's it. The man don't want to fight. You can't make a man do something he don't want to do.
But you just said they had personal conversations where they both said they want to bang. It's always about the money.
Listen,
it's always about the money.
Listen. No, you know the money gonna come. You know the money coming. So it ain't. You know you getting paid millions regardless. That's what I'm saying. It's you know you getting paid millions regardless. I've never heard nobody talk about how much they gonna get paid and all this stuff so much before the fight even happened. I just never seen it. I just never seen it. So I don't, like I say, they put new stipulations in on Bud. And, man, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Like I say, he didn't win.
This happens in all the fights, though, man. In all the fights, this was why Wilder AJ didn't happen, because when Wilder went to the meeting, they wouldn't let him know what AJ was getting. Like, this happens in all the big fights, bro. This is nothing new. Floyd Mayweather tried to offer Manny Pacquiao $40 million flat. and he turned around and ended up getting 130 million. So
I get it.
This happens all the time, man. This happens all the time. And think about how many times Pacquiao went back to the table. He didn't get mad at Floyd. He didn't say, fuck Floyd, don't get me wrong. You entitled to say what you want. And he probably said that behind the scenes, but he still went back to the table and made that fucking fight happen.
Because Pacquiao is a dog.
So is Crawford.
Is a dog. And Pacquiao, and I know, I'm just saying, Pacquiao was the beloved person. Pacquiao was the beloved person. So it really wasn't on Pacquiao to make the fight. It was always on Mayweather. It was never on Pacquiao to make the fight. They always wanted Mayweather to make the fight, him to say yes. Pacquiao been said yes. It was always Mayweather saying no.
But we saying the same thing. Earl is Mayweather in this situation. It's him that we got to get to say yeah. You, Pacquiao, you got to keep going to Al to make the fight. That's how it happened.
Pacquiao just kept winning.
How many times?
Pacquiao just kept winning.
Bruh.
Pacquiao just kept winning. He didn't go to Al.
Pacquiao sued Mayweather and his father for defamation. He literally got paid for that. And he still went back to the drawing board and tried to negotiate. I'm telling you facts here. They hated each other, and they still went to the table.
Right, because Pacquiao don't give a fuck. I'm not saying, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but at the same time, he went to the, I can't remember. I forgot what I was saying. I lost my train of thought.
It's all good, man. We just want to make this fight, man, and I'm just letting you know, legends in the sport had to just go back to the table. They always go back. Look at Wilder Fury. He had to get Fury. He had to get Fury in there via court, man. Via court, he had to get his last fight. This shit never fair in business.
Well, you know what? Like I say, I wouldn't know what Bud would do. I wouldn't know. Like I say, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know if Mayweather would never fought Pacquiao, it wasn't gonna hurt him. If Pacquiao didn't ever fight Mayweather, it wasn't gonna hurt him. They still was legends. Will it hurt Earl Spence? I think. Will it hurt Bud? I don't think so much because they know he was feared. You can't ask a man to get on his knees and grovel and take pennies or just to bow down for this motherfucker. Who is this motherfucker? Man, fuck that motherfucker. Who the fuck is that motherfucker? Fuck that nigga. Oh my mind, I ain't groveling. Fuck that nigga. Groveling and begging that motherfucker for a few dollars. Fuck that motherfucker. Fuck him. Fuck them motherfuckers and the horse they rode on. Like I say, fuck them motherfuckers. Let them. You know it's all on him. That motherfucker don't want to do it. That motherfucker don't want to do it. Fuck him. That motherfucker don't want to do it. It shouldn't even much. Should be prestige and honor going around this motherfucker. Come on. You getting millions already. You're already rich. Fuck them motherfuckers. This should be prestige and honor going on around that motherfucker. That's what I was saying. When Don King, you can't everybody keep worrying about what another motherfucker doing. Don't worry about what another motherfucker doing, what another motherfucker getting. That's their problem. You worry too much. You worry too much about what another.
But Bernie, that's how it go. That's how it go. That's what I'm telling you. That's why Wilder didn't fight Joshua. How you gonna tell me I'm gonna fight Crawford and not know what he making? Why would I fight you then?
Why don't I just need to worry about what I'm doing? Why can't I just worry about what I want?
Because I need to make sure that it's 50-50. Is it not 50-50?
Listen, look. Man, I'm trying to tell you. I don't know. Just me, myself. I don't need to know what Boxing Voice is making. If Bernard is making what he's making, that's what he needs to make. That's what I need to make.
But
how much? It's like they talk about Don.
That's not how it work in boxing. That's why Pacquiao didn't take the $40 million because he knew it was more money in the fight. He ended up getting 130. You gotta know what the pot is. If you going into the pot blind, then it's they could give you anything.
They could shit. They could lie about the pot. They could change it. You don't know. All you got to know is what you getting. Okay, that's all they gonna do anyway. Tell you what you getting. How you know? They can say anything, man. I don't know. I don't know how the contracts. I don't know about it. I can't say all that. I don't never seen a contract like that. I wouldn't know. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like I say, it's all up to that man. Whatever Bud want to do, he's in a driving position. You know, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, that man is a 3-division world champion, 2-time lineal, all these accolades, fighter of the year. He
SP
done did
winner,
so much shit. SB winner. I
Ring
mean, come on, let's
Magazine
go.
belt 2 times.
And we done moved up. Like I say, and we the smaller man moving up. So if you know what I mean, that shit don't. If it ain't, if that ain't good enough, I don't know.
I want to talk
like
about that
mean,
before you go. I know I got you for a long time, but you said fuck, we gonna
no,
chase. You said fuck, we gonna chase him to 54. I think that you need to realize that it wouldn't be necessarily chasing. Bud is already grown up. He's already gone through 3 divisions. Like Earl is entitled to move up 1 division as a growing man, just like Bud as a growing man moved up 3 divisions. So it wouldn't be him ducking or you chasing. It's just he grew out of the division.
motherfucker. Well, you know what he should have did? If he was gonna grow out, he should have grew out before he had so he could fight Crawford first. He should have waited till he fight Crawford first, then he grow out. That's what he should have did.
I mean, technically speaking, Bernie, all that might have happened, but he had a car accident which kept him out the ring, and then the eye accident, you know, which kept him out the ring. So that's time off that fights could have happened that didn't happen.
Yeah, and he could have came back and fought Bud, but he fought Danny.
I mean,
he could have fought Bud,
but come on, man. You know I follow this shit to the T. You know Bud said he ain't want to be the first fight back because then they wouldn't give him credit. Bud said that.
Listen, this is just me talking. These motherfuckers ain't coming to say nothing. You gotta come talk to the man.
But Bud still said that. Bud still said he ain't want to be first.
So what? So what he said? Come. Okay, then if you want the fight, then come see it. When a motherfucker tell me no, I go after it still. Fuck, so what? I want it. How much? I want it. I'm coming. Okay, now come on. You can't do it today. Can you do it tomorrow? Come on, stop it, man. So I don't know. You know, like I say, Earl Spence. I don't know what they doing, man. I don't care about what they do over there. I don't wish them no bad luck. I don't wish them none. Let them do what they want to do. You know, I don't care. I swear to Jesus, I don't care. They can live how they want to live, do what they want to do. I don't care. Again, that's what I want y'all to understand. As far as the fans and publicity and stuff like that and entertainment, yes, you want to see the fight. But that man ain't hurting. That man ain't hurting for nothing. You know, he ain't missing on nothing. He ain't wanting no missing nothing. He'd accomplished. What else can you do? What else can you want for it? You know, so.
But ain't this the Hagler story, or is this the Duran story when Leonard came back and he had a detached retina? Oh, he fought Duran, right? That was Duran that he fought?
Training fighters. You said what now?
Remember Leonard came back after being out of the ring and came back with a detached retina?
Mm-hmm.
And
he fought Duran.
Duran.
No, he lost to Duran first. He fought Tommy Hearns the first time. He had a loss on his record when he fought Tommy Hearns.
And that was that. But when he fought Hearns was when he came back with a detached retina, right?
Hearns
Kevin Howard. They saying Kevin Howard.
Yeah, he fought Kevin Howard. He got dropped. Yeah. When he retired, after he came back, after the Duran and the Tommy Hearns fight, yeah, he came back and fought that dude and got dropped, and then he retired again. Yeah. Like I say, I mean, I wouldn't know. Like I say, I wouldn't know. You know, I didn't ever think it was gonna get to this point to where, you know, and at the end of the day, we wanted it for fun, but I'm losing my luster out of it now. We gonna take pride in beating that.
Bernie, listen, you can't, right? Because people consistently compare this fight to Mayweather-Pacquiao. That shit took 7 years to make, bro. 7 years.
Yeah.
So you can't tap out just yet. It's gonna take some time, but it's gonna happen. And think about the age that Pacquiao and Mayweather were. I think Mayweather was 36.
Yeah. I mean, I want the kid to get all the money he can, and if he can get that underneath his belt, get them undisputed I want him to. I'm not opposed to that if it happened, but I'm not keyed up to make the fight. I'm not keyed up to keep talking about it. I'm kind of just over the situation. I really don't have nothing to. With Earl Spence, he can do whatever he wants. I don't care about nothing that they doing, and I don't care. I'm done.
Get
I
that
don't
Tim
even care
Tszyu
no more.
fight, man. Put that in their ear. You get Tim Tszyu, you become Castaño, Charlo winner, mandatory. Even though there's a mandatory Trump, and you the super champ in the WBO anyway. Y'all could challenge the winner of that WBO belt at 54. You can meet him at 54 anyway, and still have all the belts.
Yeah. That's just something you got to think about when you gotta salvage what you got, and that's just something to think about. Just something to think about, family. Something to think about.
But Bernie, man, I ain't gonna keep you any longer, man. I've been screen sharing your Instagram. I know that you go live on YouTube. Let everybody know where they can find your YouTube channel. And thank you so much for coming on short notice. We appreciate you. You definitely got the numbers skyrocketing, man. Crawford is someone people love to definitely talk about, and we appreciate you having you on the show.
I appreciate you too, and I want to say that, just like I say, if you see my Instagram, my story, like I say, I see all these. Now everybody want to be on Crawford's side and want to talk up for him, and want to look at it from his point of view. And like I say, where was y'all at when it wasn't beneficial to you? Where was y'all at?
We had to be made believers. Again, some of us, man. Some of us needed the Porter fight, man.
Man.
It's different for you. So. You in the gym. This is why I was a diehard Wilder fan. He let me go to 7 of his camps. So I seen spawn partner with headgear, with 20-ounce gloves get dropped. I knew his power was beyond special. Skill, different thing. Power, gifted. So you in the gym every day. You get to see that intimately. It's different. Other people need to be made believers.
Well, then they're not real boxing fans, and they don't know what they're looking at with boxing. Shit, they motherfuckers that just want to be able to talk about it. That's all. They watch it just enough so they can know who was who and this and that, and just to talk about it. Not nothing else. They don't know shit else. Because
Bernie, you gotta admit that some of them opponents Crawford fought, Earl would do the same thing to.
I ain't saying that, but we would have did the same thing too. We'd have fucked Mikey Garcia. We'd have stopped Mikey. We'd have stopped Mikey. You see what we did to Kell Brook. See what we did to Sean Porter.
Mikey could take some shots, man. You seen him. He took hella shots from Earl.
Man, we was gonna step on him, man. We would have stepped on that man. You see, like I say. Earl Spence. Mikey Garcia. He had every excuse to not fight Bud.
This is true.
Moved too much.
This is true. He never made that fight.
Like I say, we already didn't beat him in the amateurs, which everybody making a big deal about.
But what about Danny? What about Danny? Danny argues that he beat Crawford twice in the amateurs, and he ain't get stopped by Earl.
Well, he was in survival mode, and Bud gonna step on you. Earl didn't never step on these guys. He let them survive. He never stepped on these guys and put the pressure on them enough to get them up out of there. He never pressed them to do that. And so I think, that might have hurt him. He should have got Mikey out of there. But maybe he had his hands tied, or I don't know. But he should have stopped him. Bud don't go in there playing around. He would have stopped Mikey. He would have stepped on that man. Once he had that man dead to
Danny. I'm talking about Danny.
Oh, Danny too. Now, Danny, that's a tough fight. They go tooth and nail, and I think they got a lot of respect for each other from being kids, and Danny don't want that fight, but I think it's a hell of a fight. And like I say, they always seem so cool, and Bud never press them because they like each other like that, like since little kids, like 12 and 13, so they always been cool. Even though they had them 2 fights, they split those 2 fights. They always been cool. So
who you think won the last one? Because I interviewed Danny a bunch of years ago, and he swear up and down he won both those fights.
I missed it. I didn't see neither one. Danny won the USA's in the semifinal and went on to win the United States Championship that year. And Bud fought him maybe a year later or some months later and beat him for the blue and gold national title for $1,500. It was, I think they gave him $2,000. I think it was $2,000 in the national championship. Yeah.
But on the real, Danny must know something, because, like, how do you fight a dude twice in the amateurs and you won't fight him in the pros? I ain't saying he won't. Obviously, I always felt that the offer Top Rank made to Danny, $4 million, non-pay-per-view, you know, and he said he never got that offer, according to Danny. That's just Bob talking.
Exactly. And that's just everybody talking. People just be talking. Like I say, you know, but $4 million is good money. $4 million is great money to fight for the world championship, and that was great money. I don't know what he's talking about. That was great money.
I mean, think about it. At that time, Danny was undefeated, and I'm pretty sure he was the WBC champ, and Porter ended up getting $4 million with 3 losses, no belt. So Danny's always been a bigger star than Porter. Remember that. He's always sold more tickets. He's been on more main events. He fought on Floyd undercards.
They moved him right. Yeah, they moved him right.
And they moved Danny. He had that Khan upset 7-1. But damn, Bernie, I'm taking you back. I'm pulling you back in, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go.
Hey, I don't care. I gotta get all day long.
I know you can. I gotta get to these callers, man. You know you got these phone lines lit up. You can stick around and listen to them, because they gonna definitely talk on everything we said. All right, so let me put you on mute, and I'm gonna get back to Marcus. I'm only giving you 30 seconds, man. I done went to you 3 times, man, but you know I love you around here. Talk to us.
Hey, man, I ride with Bernie, the boxer, man. Fuck them niggas and the horse they rode in on. I mean, come on. If this is about the money game, who says these dudes can't fight twice? Leonard and Hearns, preeminent welterweights, fought 3 fucking times. How much did they make off of agreeing to fight? Bernie said it best. This is a brotherhood. They should be fighting each other more frequently. Nobody will not tune in because Bud or Earl loses the first fight and we're going to promote the second fight. I ain't going to take no time. TBV, y'all check in, man. Bernie Box, I just followed you. Follow me back, Alleyway Boxing. Hey, Ness, keep on Earl ass too, bro, because listen, Pacquiao had to get approached by Mayweather at the Miami Heat game before the fight was made. Pacquiao had made it clear since day one he's trying to fight Mayweather. It's been incumbent on Mayweather to do the fight. Bud has made it clear that he wanted the top welterweight when he was at 140. At the time, remember, it was Keith Thurman that he was asking for, and then when Earl Spence took over the mantle of being the top welterweight, then Bud said, hey, man, I want Earl Spence. And from that time on, everybody in America has known Bud Crawford, T-Bud. I told you I changed his name from T-Bud. It's now Terence Boogeyman Crawford. Everybody know he want that fight. Put the onus on Earl Spence, man. I'm out.
All right, we going out to, looks like Chief Red in Mississippi. What's going on?
Man, what's going on with y'all, man?
Chilling,
man,
chilling.
Look, as far as Terence Crawford signing with Floyd Mayweather, maybe not. I don't know. But should he work with Floyd Mayweather? Yeah, he should work with him to get that Earl Spence fight, move up to 154, and then work with him for the Canelo fight. I mean, you got to think about it. Terence Crawford is pretty much at the end of his career, and there's only so many fights. So the legacy run is the only thing that's coming with him. He don't have to sign. Floyd don't have to be an opportunity to sign to make this man sign so he can make him fight the fight that he want to fight. No, he needs to bring him the deal to the table and say, look, this is who we got for you. This is how much money we got for you. Stop with this. We don't know how much money. Come on now. What, the PBC ain't got no money? How you call yourself Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather, and y'all having all these money issues and y'all can't pay top fighters, man? I don't want to hear that, dog. Come on, man. Let's get it.
All right. Chief Red, Mississippi, thank you for calling in. Don't forget the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. We're going out to Cincinnati with Brandon.
Hello, ladies.
Anybody that knows me know I've been a player, whether it was in Alabama, Ohio, or anywhere around the globe.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
I've been smashing Telly Swifts, man. I didn't have to become a millionaire to get that caliber of woman. One of the people's choices, one of the fan favorite, the guy that can galvanize this crowd, such as myself.
He's too ugly to be the world champ. The world champ should be pretty like me.
The AJ of trucking. Yep, Brandon in Cincinnati.
SDS Promotions.
Yo, Ness, what's up, man? Good morning.
What up, what up? Good morning.
Yeah, great show today. You had two great guests on. No, I ain't got too much to say on this. We know the truth. I don't care who my boy signed the tune. Line him up, he gonna step on him. Simple as that. That's my call.
But you gonna act like Floyd can't help him get these fights? You gonna act like that's a wrong thing to do?
Floyd can definitely probably help him get them fights, but I don't want to talk about that. Line him up, he gonna step on him, regardless of who he signed to.
I think that's what we need to talk about. We need to make it clear that this is a way to get them fights, man. I mean,
if that's what
you
it
can't
takes,
just sit around and wait. You can't just sit around and wait. We got to do something. We got to shake the tree, see what falls. Perfect.
If that's what it take, make it happen. Line him up, he gonna step on him. That's my call.
All right, Big Fish Vega. What up?
Come back to me. I'm in a bad service.
We going out to J-Mac in New Orleans.
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part in all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J-Mac, where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. So official with it. Go to check the stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. Next, I only got a minute. Get ready for the back attack.
Yo, what up, Des?
What up? Good morning.
Shout out to Bernie. Shout out to Eric Kelly. And now shout out to Marcus in DC. Very knowledgeable call. A big fan of him. It's always great when you got boxing knowledge around. Big Face Vega. You ain't gotta be scared. Bernie sitting back in the back. He ain't gonna jump on you. You're a scary ass that call, and all of a sudden you had bad service. Ness, stop lying about Danny being undefeated. When he got off, he had already lost the key. This your third time you done said this shit. It's like you want to believe it and you want to keep uttering it, but that's not a fact. We was arguing on the show saying, why wouldn't Danny get money after he done got a loss already? You need to go back and fact check. Stop saying that shit. Boys, Mikey, let me get to the floor shit. And let me add a counterpunch to add my time. I fuck with him, work with Floyd if the fights can get made, but in boxing ain't nothing guaranteed. You got motherfucking time with PBC, ain't even guaranteed the money they supposed to be guaranteed. Ain't nothing guaranteed in the sport of boxing, so we can't say what a nigga need to do.
I mean,
other than
I ain't trying to interrupt your time. Just saying, Earl told us how many years ago that he was going to do this, so it seems it was guaranteed.
Hey, you know what was guaranteed? The fact that, hey, Earl said this, but he didn't also say that he was going to get in a car accident. He didn't also say he was going to have an eye surgery injury and get out of the Pacquiao fight. Fuck all these making excuses for these niggas. If these niggas can't stick to the task and stay on hand, fuck them. If they're not trying to make the fights happen, fuck them. Like I said, ain't nothing guaranteed in the sport. So Bud need to do was and look after his investment and do what's best for him and make sure he continue focusing on his legacy. If Errol ain't trying to make the fight, which happened, which Errol isn't, and it's been proven, you done had multiple times. Y'all forget about all the interviews. Bob came on here trying to sit down and make the fight happen when he was trying to make the fight happen with Wilder and Fury. They told him, no, we're not going to talk about that. We forget that Tim Smith been saying the same shit since Crawford moved up to 147. They don't have plans for him. Y'all want to sit up here and paint this picture-perfect narrative, and we got to rate on Errol Spence. If Errol ain't trying to make the fight and strive for his greatness and go for undisputed with Bud, fuck him. Move on and stuff. So whatever Bud decided to do, I'm fucking with it. I'm rolling with it. He already a Hall of Famer. He already strive for greatness. And if he move on to 154, let's take on him next talent. That's my call.
Well, all right. This is why I like interrupting, though, man. You had said something I wanted to reply to. Can't even remember. Going out to James Benitez, Alabama. What up?
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
And it's not going the distance. Either he'll wave the white flag or I'll wave it for him.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
A lot of you live believable lives. It's easy to sit in those seats. It ain't easy to stand up here. Remember that.
Matter of fact, when I smacked his brother in this gym right here, he didn't do anything. All he did was stand there like a big fat pussy.
Your mind, how does that fight go?
With me getting my hand raised.
SDS Promotions.
Yo, what's up, Ness? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, man, shout out to the guest, man. Definitely shout out to Bernie, man. He was dropping some good knowledge and everything like that when he was on the line, man. So, yo, I really appreciate him. Well, hey, I just appreciate him. Damn, I got all this going on at work. I really appreciate him just livening up the show and everything, just giving us some good content this morning, man. Other than that, Ness, man, I'm about to go ahead and get back to it, man. So, hey, man, just keep it rolling, man. Hey, love the show, man. Hey, and just keep being the voice of the people, man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We going out to J. Will in Ohio.
Like I know, you should lie low. Killer, I used to get it in Ohio.
J. Will dropping the ball. You busy at work? Going one time, two times. We going out to Alabama. C-Dub, what up?
Yo.
What's good?
QEP salute. Ness, what's up?
What up?
My guy, what my guy name? Bud Coach.
Bernie the Boxer.
Yeah, Bernie the Boxer. Love the energy, man. Love the energy. Real dude. It's just, man. Just like, okay, Spence gave, we say in life you want to set short-term and long-term goals. That's what Spence did. Before Bud came to the 147 division, Spence had set those goals. So I'm not saying don't hang him. I'm not saying don't put the pressure on him. I'm saying put the pressure on him after the man does what he say he's going to do. The Ugas and Spence fight is right around the corner. So why not just wait to say fuck him and fuck the horse he rode on just a couple of more months? Or do we want to keep the cycle of people setting goals and not accomplishing them? Like he set the goals. He had the eye injury. That's unforeseen. You can't predict that. He had the car accident. That's you can't predict none of those. That set it back by 2 years. So, but to my thing, he get the pass because he set these goals before Buddy became in the division. So, but I got to put you on the spot though. We said Dylan White supposed to take short money. We said people take short money. I know Bernie the Boss on the mic.
Dillian White ain't even a world champion. You can't compare Dillian White to fucking Terence Crawford.
Okay, but the point still is, should Bud just have the short money just to make the fight and beat Spence and take Bernie, all the fans?
But Bernie is telling you what short money. They got to fucking call. They got to ask you how much. They ain't even offering shit. Yeah. They ain't even asking them is what they saying.
Oh damn! They ain't even offer. They don't even want to kill the train. Okay, they don't even want Bud to become the train. Okay, well, hey, like you said, like everybody else saying, hey man, go to 154, get Jamel, get Costanos. Just keep worried about your legacy. That's all you can do.
C-Dub.
Shout out TBV, man.
Thank you for calling in. We appreciate you. Let me get you some of these super chats. I still got a bunch of callers. We're going to keep the lines moving. Just got to mix in some of these super chats. We stopped off at Victor Banuelos, the truck driver. We got Ken Stone. He says, if boxing leaves the Olympics, I'd expect National Golden Gloves, Pan Am Games, and the ABA World Championships will be the new farm system for prospects. I mean, any form of amateurs is going to be, man. They always going to look for the amateurs for the next stars. We got Rider of the Storm says, good morning, Ness. Budsu in Top Rank and signing with PBC or TMT is only going to cause a bigger rift between those two promotional companies. Fewer, bigger fights. Man, hell no. Bud can't be thinking about for the whole sport. He got to think what's good for him. What's good for him, in my opinion, is definitely signing with Floyd. Floyd could get it done. And Floyd See, if you with Floyd, is no way he gonna talk highly about Earl over you. He's gonna go into his. He's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. You know, he unified. He got 3 belts, but Bud did that already. And then he undisputed the next division, and now he's here trying to undispute this division. Like, he gonna talk, man. Like, the accolades is there. You just need a mouthpiece. There was never a mouthpiece. Bernie is the mouthpiece. He need to be on a bigger stage. He's the mouthpiece. Like, they always need you need somebody. You need somebody. Unless you the somebody like Floyd was. Floyd would take over the mic. We all see that. And people talk about Floyd when it comes to promoting Tank, but we all know that Tank just started with this Rolly fight. Sometimes it takes the opponents to bring that out of you. You know what I'm saying? But Tank wasn't this world-class talker, man. Don't fake the funk. We going out to LV Slugger. What's going on?
Only time y'all see me in Rays is when I turn into the Bronze Mama.
I want a body, and he gonna be the body.
The ambulance better be ready. The medical better be ready. The referee better be ready. They better have that towel to be able to throw it in.
SDS Promotions.
Was he right?
LV Slugger.
TBV, what up? What up?
What up, LV?
Yeah, good interviews today. You know what I'm saying? Definitely Bernie came on here, you know, said what he had to say. You know, you definitely can hear the frustration. You know, you kind of understand it, man. You know, I just feel like we supposed to been got this fight. You know, it's a lot. I'm not going to really say too much on the, you know, the car accident and the eye injury. You know, that's what it is. But, you know, when we did have time, you know, you asked questions about the Bud fight with EJ was always money negotiation, you know, in the media. You know, he actually talking about 70-36. He put that out there. You know what I'm saying? And at one instance, he was talking about a ranch. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like if he didn't never just kept the energy like, yeah, I want that fight. I want the Bud fight. You know, I think we might have been closer to it or it'll be bigger. But, you know, every time they asked him about it, he always had something else to say. Like I said, the money splits and the ranch. But on the Floyd tip, I don't feel like Bud has to do that. You know what I'm saying? He's out here. He's definitely a star. He one on the ESPNs, if not they biggest star over there. So I don't think he has to side with Floyd. I think he can just continue to do his own thing, fight by fight. You know, just continue to build his name. You know, I mean, really his name out there, but just build his brand. You know what I'm saying? Did Mikey had to sign with Floyd? You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. You about to compare Terence to Mikey. Mikey got a fucking country behind him, man. Mikey did 48,000 tickets with Earl, bruh. Mikey made $7 million to fight Vargas. Porter versus Crawford 6-4, bruh. You can't compare Mike, man. Mike is, bruh, it's different, man. It's different. But look, I hear you. Counterpunch, my Gene Bear. What up?
What's good, Ness?
What up?
All right, so you know, I was an Earl guy, but he's not looking like big fish, he's looking like big fish nets. This damn fight should have happened already, and Mayweather's not going to be the one to get it done. I mean, he can barely promote Richardson Hitchens. He can barely promote Tank. He talks about himself more than he talks about his own fighters. Get out of here, bro.
Hold on. Richardson Hitchens and Terence Crawford can't be compared. Crawford is on a 10-fight knockout streak, bro. That's not even fair. It's not even fair.
How good of a promoter are you if you have guys on social media saying, "Can you please promote my fight?"
Bruh,
get out of here.
Prospects, man. Prospects.
Yes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter,
on,
and you
man.
know it. You had a show.
Name a promoter that doesn't have a prospect complaining, bro. Go ahead, show me one. Eddie? Man, yes. You tripping, bro? Come on.
Which one?
Which one? Ammo Williams, did you forget
Not,
that?
not even not.
Ammo. Let
Come
me
on.
finish.
You know what
Let
happened
me
with
finish.
Ammo? Ammo wasn't all there in the head. He thought everybody was after
He
him.
still did it. You asked for one, and
Get
I
outta
gave
here.
you a perfect example of an Eddie Hearn prospect. Stop it.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, you want another one? You want another
ago.
one? You want another one? Nkosi Solomon, the fucking guy they cut after he lost his debut. Come on, bro. What you talking about? They do it all the time. They do it all the time.
Hold on. You had a show 2 months ago saying how bad Floyd was promoting Tank. And now you want Terence to go over there?
Is Tank...
Come on, man. Pick your side.
Let me ask
Pick
you a
your
question.
sides.
Let me ask you a question. Is Tank not the biggest fight from 126 to 140? Or you got a bigger fucking pay-per-view draw? Because none of them on pay-per-view. What are you talking about?
Okay, what were the numbers of the last fight?
It don't fucking matter. It don't. For a last-minute replacement?
No,
How
yes,
dare
it does.
you?
We're talking
How dare
numbers.
you?
What?
How dare you? And everybody took that information and wanted to interpret it the way they want. Okay, Espinoza was asked the question. He said, they asked him, is it true that it did 130,000? He said, we did that on digital alone. Somehow that condemns Tank to 130. That's digital only. What about terrestrial buys? The way old people like me buy them. No. You spoke. You lied. I didn't. Tank did more than 130 with a fucking replacement. Last I checked, it was Rolly that was supposed to be there, not Isak Cruz.
So 130 is good then.
It ain't 130. I just explained to you that's digital only. Fuck, what happened there? Fucking Skype restarted. But yo, that's digital only. They ain't got nothing to do with terrestrial buys. Why they trying to act like Tank did 130 only? Get out of here. You using Espinoza's quote the way you want to use it. That's not how this shit works. We got Stone Bone Boxing. What up, Colorado?
Yeah. What up?
What up, champ?
Yeah. Oh man, all good, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to my homeboy Bernie, man. One long time friend, man. We go back since high school, man. Solid dude, man. Real brother. Speaking how a lot of people feel, man. They feel like, listen, man. How we can get the fight done? Like, people should look at it and see what the options is, but it seemed like all of the public talk, everything that Bob was talking about this in public, and Tim Smith ain't got nothing to do with Bud, and he talking about shit in public. Like, and then he'll say, I don't even know how much he want, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot. Like this, so it's just a lot of posturing going on. And I'm with Bernie. If Earl ain't pushing for the fight after the fight, then the fight ain't gonna happen. Just like Tom Brown told you in the press conference for Porter, just like Derrick James said in the interview, he said if Earl wants to fight, it'll happen. So if he wanted, it's gonna happen. If not, I guess you got to press to 54, and it'll be a sad day for the sport. But I think it's time for Spence fans to just say, look. Do you want to fight him or not? If you ain't going to fight him, just go and go to 54 after the fight. Just say it after the fight. I ain't fighting him, I'm going to 54. And we can just put this shit to rest. All right, man.
All right. I mean, that's still going the Earl route, though, man. I'm talking about forcing the fight, man. I'm talking about signing with Floyd to force that fight, to make sure that it happens, you know. And only signing with Floyd if he can give you that fight, if he's sure he can make that fight, obviously, you know. And Floyd knows what you went through with Bob. He ain't going to sit down there and lie to you. Why? You know, it's different. Tank is different. Tank is a star he built. He did that. You know what I'm saying? This is different. This is just about adding a little bit of lighter fluid, you know, and watching this star burn, in my opinion. You know, but I guess I could be wrong, man. I guess I could be wrong. Let me see. I got to get to what looks like Baltimore. Is this Ra? It sure enough is. What up, Ra?
Yo, Neff, what up, brother? Hey, look, I'm going to make this concise. For the 135 division, is to be the man, you got to beat New Jersey. You hear me? You gotta beat my boy from Newark.
Rob, how are you even saying that when that man don't even fight at 35? He at 30, man. You got
Tank?
No, you said to be the man at 35, you got to beat Shakur. He ain't even at 35.
I mean, all right, so Shakur might move up though. He to fight Tank though.
Might move up.
That's what I'm saying.
You
like,
gotta let him move up.
That's the only one that can give him a run, yo.
Shakur already said on national TV, him and Tank is the biggest fight to make a few years from now. Like, why are you trying to rush him there? He got to get through.
Nah, I mean I'm not trying to rush it, but I'm saying just in between that, yo, it's nobody that's going to give Shakur no comp. Shakur is the man at 130.
Listen, Floyd went to Rio to sign Shakur, and Shakur didn't sign with Floyd. If Shakur ever get the Tank fight, I would be surprised.
Why? Because Floyd don't like him?
Because Floyd knows how good Shakur is. He tried to sign him.
I know, but Tank is the only one that can beat him.
But this is the thing. It's going to be the same Earl Spence Crawford all over again. One dude is on pay-per-view. The other dude ain't on pay-per-view. One dude is a star. The other dude just ain't a star yet. No disrespect to Shakur. You know, that's my hometown hero.
Right.
But, like, he ain't there yet.
I mean,
Tank already generating money, man. He's selling out in any arena, anywhere. UK, LA,
I know,
Atlanta, Las Vegas, New York, don't matter.
Because Floyd got him hyped up, but I mean,
that's
Tank
exactly what I'm saying about Crawford. Floyd can hype up Crawford. That's what I'm trying to tell dudes.
I mean,
man.
He can.
That's what I'm trying to tell dudes.
Why don't Crawford want to sign with him though?
I don't know.
Would Crawford want to be on the independent tent? On the independent tip?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I would. I'm independent with my own record label, with my own stuff, but I'm still, slowly but surely coming up. I wouldn't put my finances in my schedule in nobody else's hand. I was part of a record label. That shit is.
I mean, but you can still
bullshit.
Listen. Canelo Alvarez is Canelo Alvarez, and he sat down with PBC for a 1-fight deal. He sat down with Matchroom for a 2-fight deal. You can sit down and say, yo, what up? What y'all got on the table? What's cooking? What's popping? What's going on? What we got? What you got for me? Let's end all this assuming shit, all this behind the doors talk. What's up? Why you think you know what I want? I don't even know what I want. What you got? But, Ryan, I got to get to some other callers, man. I'm going to keep these lines moving. We got a counterpunch I owe to J-Mac.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm trolling where all these big fish at? They was lined up every morning calling in. Nobody want to talk. Bernie is a nice guy. He ain't gonna beat you up over the phone.
I don't know. Davidian is a big fish. JT, your brother's a big fish. Vega's a big fish. Who else is the other big fish? I think that's it. They ain't around today, man. Bernie asked to come back on. What up, champ? You live.
Hey, yo. Okay. I'm listening to them guys, and I wanted to say this.
We can't hear you. You got talking to the mic. Is you on Bluetooth or something?
Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, hold on. Here I go.
Yes.
Damn it. Hold on. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, so this is what I wanted to say. I want to say that Floyd ain't hype Tank. Tank knocked people out, and Tank didn't ought to hype himself. So like I say, Tank, the proof is in the pudding with his knockout power. People going to see him. So I don't think Floyd is doing an excellent job of promoting Tank, because I don't see Tank nowhere. I don't see him doing nothing else outside of boxing. But, his knockout ratio. And when it's just like Tyson, how he took a hold of people. To the knockouts. Why they kept loving Mike Tyson, because he's a real person in a knockout. So people will go buy the fight whether it lasts 1 minute or 5 rounds because they waiting on a knockout. That just sell itself. Good dope just sell itself. That's what I'm saying. As far as that, so I don't see Floyd. Plenty of people. Floyd already told him that Bud is pound for pound the best right now, and this and that. He just said all that. So if you want to say he hyped him, he didn't did all that already. But as far as anything else, is like I say, Tank did his own thing, and they ain't putting him nowhere. He ain't doing no commercials. He ain't got no endorsements. He ain't even got no boxing endorsements. He ain't endorsing Everlast, Reyes, none of them shit. He ain't endorsing not even a boxing thing. So far as them, putting him in position, yeah. But I think it's a no-brainer, like I say, because he's a knockout puncher. So I think, he did that on his own. I think Tank, with that one-punch power, that'll be anybody. Anybody that's knocking people out, just like Berlanga. They didn't have him like that, but the hype train, he knocking, it was just, so I don't think Floyd ain't doing no more, no less. I don't think he could do no more, no less. Really, like the other fella said.
I don't know, Bernie. You don't think Floyd introduced or put Tank on that urban stage, man? Like, he got endorsements with OVO. He got endorsements with OVO.
Nah. Okay, OVO. Okay, listen to this, though. But I think... And
I've been to Tank fights. Dr. J come to his fights. Like, he got every star under the sun coming to his fights.
Exactly. So you know why they coming to see the knockout. It ain't because Floyd said he this and because Floyd said he that. It's because he knocked people out.
That Floyd endorsement, man. It's that Floyd endorsement. Floyd is TBE. If he telling you this the guy, this the guy.
But people don't even believe in that. They already talking shit. He hiding. If he the guy, then why he ain't beat Lomachenko? Why he ain't fight these guys?
That's hardcore. That's hardcore. Cause his arena sold out with stars, so they ain't hearing none of that Lomachenko shit. They don't give a. They didn't care if it was Barrios. They didn't care when it was Isaac Cruz. They don't care. They don't care. That money's still coming out. I'm telling you, I've been to Tank last 3 fights. I've been to Tank last 3 fights. Money coming out.
You telling me?
Money coming out.
Okay, now you telling me. Now you telling me. Okay, I get what you're saying. But Dr. J's coming out because Floyd said he the man, not because he the knockout. So Tank can go. He can go knockoutless, and it's still gonna be the same.
Nah, of course not. Tank got to do his part. Tank got to do his part, but Floyd doing his part. Floyd putting him on a whole different stage in front of only eyeballs that he wouldn't get if he wasn't with Floyd, and he telling them, this the guy, watch when I tell you. And then he go out there and show and prove.
I disagree. I think we putting too much on Floyd Mayweather. I disagree. I think that Floyd Mayweather, like I say, I disagree. The proof is in the pudding. You think that Mike Tyson was only because of Don King? They only went to see him because of Don King?
Nah, but Tyson ain't. Don King ain't Floyd. Floyd is a fighter first. The perfect fighter. The undefeated fighter.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
The one that did it the best. He hold the records for the most pay-per-views. He went out undefeated. He did it his way. He got paid the most. Like, Floyd is... Like, he's the green print.
I don't know. Like I say, if y'all want to keep giving him that much credit, go ahead and give him that much credit. I want to give Tank more credit. I give Tank more credit. I give Tank more credit. I give Tank more credit.
Listen,
if Tank ain't knocking nobody out, nobody give a fuck about what Mayweather says.
Tank was like,
if Tank ain't knocking nobody out, don't nobody give a fuck about what Mayweather talking about.
Think about how many fights Tank had before he got with Mayweather, and nobody ain't know him. I knew him, and I tell that story all the time. When I met his manager at the time, I ain't gonna repeat the type of email it was, but like I said. He had knockouts and he had fights, and he wasn't with Mayweather.
But when he stepped up, he was on his trajectory when he beat Pedraza.
But that was under Mayweather. That was under Mayweather, and it was Mayweather that pushed him into that fight. Remember, Tank came out on social media like, yo, they trying to set me up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Mayweather knew what he was doing.
I don't remember him doing that. And I actually had Pedraza winning that fight because I didn't think Tank was ready. He only had 15 fights now. He only had 15 fights. He only had like 14 or 15 fights now. So that's just prospect status, okay? He did have some knock, but he hadn't fought nobody up until that point.
And that's my point.
He made a big step up.
That's my point. Nobody knew him till Floyd signed him, unless you was like me from the New Jersey, tri-state, Philadelphia area. Then you gonna know him because you
think nobody was gonna know him. If Bob Arum would have promoted Tank and he knocked out Pedraza, nobody would have knew him.
But that's what I'm telling you. So why he had 14, 15 fights and Bob didn't sign him?
He came from out of nowhere. Tank wasn't a big prospect coming out the amateurs.
But that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. So that he got put on the stage when Mayweather signed him. Mayweather made him who he is. He was fighting in club shows before Mayweather.
Okay, exactly. But if he was doing that, but you don't think he was going to eventually get signed? Yes.
All I'm saying is, listen to me. All I'm saying is Shakur Stevenson got signed from the rip. Floyd got signed from the rip. Like, when you that dude, you get signed from the rip. From the rip.
That ain't true. That ain't true.
I hear you because Bud ain't get signed from the rip. I hear you.
Exactly. Where did Tom Brady go? What he got? What was Tom Brady? Was he 200? He was a 200 draft pick, right?
Oh, I don't know them other sports. I I need a co-host for that.
Okay. Kurt Warner came off the grocery line from bagging groceries to win the Super Bowl. Okay? Yeah. Because of what he did. Not because of what he did. When he got there, now he could have came off the grocery line and not did shit in the NFL, and he would have just.
I'm saying, he was an unsigned talent, and he blew up under Floyd. It wasn't like Shakur. Okay. It wasn't like Shakur, who everybody wanted to sign and automatically got a deal. That's all I'm saying.
Well, like I say, Tank didn't have no huge amateur career. He wasn't coming out the Olympics.
It wasn't like Earl, who got signed out the Olympics, like Crawford didn't. You understand? It's different. Everybody got different paths.
Everybody got different paths, but I'm not going to say, if anybody would have got Tank, he was going to blow. I don't give a fuck if it was Mayweather or not. He was going to blow because the man got the power. He was going to blow. Oh, boy that trained him. Yes. Oh, boy that trained him. Come on. Come on now. If it would be any of them dudes, Oscar La Hoya would have signed him. Of course they know what to do with him because he knocked people out. You don't think Oscar De La Hoya could have moved that boy?
I mean, Oscar couldn't move Deontay Wilder, and he knocked people out. It took PBC to do that. I'm just saying, man. The proof is in the pudding, man. Not everybody could. Listen, Bob Arum said he didn't know how to promote Floyd. He said he admitted it. Some of these dudes don't know how. They don't. Come on, man. I was begging Bob Arum. Me and Fred Barbershop Conversation been begging Bob Arum for over 10 years to put a fight in Atlanta. Floyd did that. Floyd put Tank over there. And that shit is a movie over there when you go. A movie. Atlanta be lit. Yeah. Atlanta be lit when Tank fight. It's a party on every street corner, and every fucking club got a pre-Tank fight show. Something happening with Tank fight face on the flyer. The whole city don't sleep. And they did that. Look how long it took Bob. Look how long it took Bob. He tried to come after Tank did something and put Shakur and Heron in there. Come on, man. Some people just can't promote a certain type of fighter.
But Tank sell itself with the knockout. So listen to this. I want to say this too. $10 million is a lot of money. And 6 to 10, that's $4 fucking million. What is you saying, man? What is you saying, man? Come on. $4 fucking million, that's a big extra gap. That's an extra more to be fighting. And let me say this about Sean Porter. Sean Porter didn't have no belt, but that man had the integrity and everything that it takes. That's why. That's why you said for some of y'all, it took this much. It took for y'all to believe in Bud beating Sean Porter. Sean Porter been tooth and nail with everybody.
Yeah.
So like I say, he didn't have a belt, but he barely lost the belt. You know, he barely lost his belt. Now, like I say, so because of that situation, I think it's even. He still got $4 million, dude. That's still good money. Boxers don't make money like that. They don't make huge sums like over that. That was great money. Keith Thurman like I say, it got $2 million, and they was fighting a unification match. I think. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was unification. It was WBA versus WBA. But
but Keith ended up getting $8 million though. You know, you could Google that.
He got how many?
He got $8 million for that Pacquiao fight. I'm gonna Google that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, it came out. To that, but his guarantee was $2 million or something, right? Something like that. If I'm not mistaken,
I think maybe 4 was the guarantee. Intrigue. I know you got an article somewhere. Send it to me, champ.
Well, like I say, I think that $10 million is a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah, hell of a lot of money. But even if Crawford take $10 million, you know Earl ain't gonna want 10 because he gonna say he got all the belts. He gonna say he did all the heavy lifting.
Hey, you know what? And then that's the way to talk himself up out of the fight. That's another way to talk himself up out of the fight. Listen, like I say, he will give him. I couldn't say. I don't know. But listen, this. That man, it's sad on his part. It's sad on this part because, like I say, he gotta give me. Man, I don't know, but if any more than 10 million, and then another thing too about y'all saying about the fight, about the pay-per-views. Now, listen, this fight already should have happened, and I think it's gonna do well. It should do well, given the fact that it's going to be a lot of shit going on once they make that fight. It's going to be a lot of shit talking, big shit talking once the fight happens. So it's going to be a lot of hype. But, I mean, neither one of them guys is talking. I don't even know how Earl Spence is a star. Tell me what makes that motherfucker a star besides them numbers, and you can't even prove them.
I got you.
What number?
I got you. Earl give you sound bites, man. Where's this? Where Matt intro at? He got the perfect sound bite. Remember, he told Terence, man, sit down somewhere. You shouldn't be wearing that WBC jacket. Take that shit off because I took your back. Like, you ain't going to be on pay-per-view without me. Like, yo, what? Earl could talk some shit.
Who said that?
Earl could talk some shit.
Earl said that?
Hell yeah, to Porter. He could talk some shit. Yeah, man.
Porter? But he ain't talking shit to Bud. His number one rival. He ain't got shit to say to Bud. That motherfucker ran out the stadium. That motherfucker ran out the stadium. And then just like he said, then like Bud said, which we didn't even know the man was in the fight. He said, he had my fight? What are you doing at my fight? He said he don't even come to my fights. What is he doing? The man even have enough guts to flip Bud off, tell him he next, try to get in the ring, do nothing. But he got a lot of shit to say to Sean Porter, but he ain't got shit to say to Bud, because you know how Bud ain't gonna take that shit. And just like another thing, like you say, when you seen him in that interview, when you seen him when they was at Mo fight, whatever, you see Bud at his nose tip. Bud looking him in his eyes. That man couldn't even stand there and stare Bud down and look him in his face, look him in his eyes. Come on, man, come on. Soundbite these nuts. Get out of here. That motherfucker ain't worth shit. That guard, I can't wait to beat the fuck out that motherfucker. I swear, it ain't. And like I say, the one thing I say is because he tries to grate Bud. That's the one thing I don't like about the motherfucker. He was all right. I watched him in the Olympics. I ain't had no trouble with him. I didn't think he was huge, star or nothing, but I think he was a decent little fighter. Man, I swear to God, that motherfucker, the way he treat Bud and try to come off like that, I can't wait till we beat the fuck out of him. I swear to God. When he got on there and disrespected Bud, talking about whatever we give him after that accident, talking about 60-40, 80-20, whatever we give him, man, he betrayed everything they said on the phone, chopping it up, being cool and all that shit. Fuck that motherfucker. And I don't come to his fight. Why he at my fight? Man, get your weak. How can you be with a guy like that? How do you love a person? How do you I'm not talking about in life and stuff like that. In boxing, in sports, how can you fuck with a person like that? Why he coming to my fight?
Come on, man, shut your ass. Boy, I tell you, I would never claim a champion like that. Never claim a champion like that. Never. Never. Get out of here. Come on. I want my champion to say, let's go. Let's go. Line them up. Come on, that motherfucker. Man, I don't know. I think $10 million is a lot of money, though. Shit, man, we ain't never had shit. $10 million is great money. Fuck. Man, and fuck, I don't know. But like I said, I just want to say that about the $10 million. I think that's a hell of a lot of money, and that's a big pay jump from 6 to 10. That's still a big pay jump. You know, that's still a big pay jump. You know, when you're working you know what I'm saying? They give you a 40-cent raise and jobs and shit like that.
But understand, it's still gonna be also pay-per-view back numbers. So like, it's not like he gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna take 10 flat. His managers is not gonna let him do that. His managers is gonna say no, 10 million guaranteed plus X amount of money on the back end if we sell X amount of pay-per-view. Like, all that be in them contracts, Bernie. So, you know, it just,
I understand that.
We gotta, but we do need to sit down. I tell you that. You get that sit down.
That's it. You just said it. That's it. Now, first you gotta take 2 to talk about the shit first. You understand? People, they gotta come. That's why gotta want to talk about the fucking.
But that's why I'm saying talk to Floyd. Terrence already got his number. He just gotta call him. Like, yo, champ.
And me and
my people's ready to fly out there to talk about this one fight deal. Obviously, it's going to be in Floyd's best interest to do more than a one fight deal, but you just got to sit down with him. Just got to sit down.
I agree. Now, like you said, like somebody else said, you know, I don't think about signing with him where you stuck with him, but a deal to deal, a 2-fight basis or a deal
fight by fight.
That'd be cool.
By fight. Let him be the promoter. Let him be the promoter. Let him feel like it took him to make this fight. Whatever. We just want the fight and the money.
Yeah. I agree. 110%. You know, I agree 110%. And I ain't gonna rule none of that out. I don't know what Bud gonna do. But I'm thinking, you know, Bud is a real prideful person. Bud really takes a lot of stuff serious. And he's, you know, so, like, the way Earl acting funny and shit, it's just like he kind of probably despising the man at this point. Don't say I'm saying, I don't know what he's feeling.
But that's why you beat him. It's almost like, what's the best thing to do?
Fuck this motherfucker.
But that's how you really say fuck a motherfucker when you beat him. And you say, I told you so.
Yeah. But I mean, it's almost like, I mean, I don't know. You know, in the end, it's all gonna be on what he wants. You know, it's like that girl you chasing. You know what I'm saying? She keep giving you the run around, keep giving you, playing you off. You keep chasing her because you want her, and then when you fuck her, you tell her to beat it.
Not when Floyd did. Not when Floyd did. Think about Keith Thurman's image once Floyd said that he was ducking Earl. Say, oh, you need to fight Earl Spence. Man, his image got destroyed. Everybody started hating Keith Thurman all because Floyd said you should fight Earl Spence when he was like 14-0. You know it and I know it. They ruined Thurman. They ruined him. They made him a
No. They ruined Thurman. I think it's the hype on Thurman is just because he got hurt. They just hate Thurman because they hate Thurman. Keith Thurman ain't did nothing wrong, but not fight when people want him to fight. I mean, he had hurt. The man had an injury. The man fought the biggest fight of his life, which everybody still wanted, and he was taking time off. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I think, you know, like I say, people talking about he threw because he been chilling. How he threw, but Earl Spence is still all that. Come on, the man only lost one fight, and it was a barely close fight at that. Come on, talking about he threw.
So you gonna tell me you never heard people tried to say people tried to say Earl was Thurman was ducking Earl?
No, I know that. No, I didn't hear that. I heard that. I knew that Earl Spence was looking for that fella. I know he was saying he wanted Keith Thurman, but again, he didn't have nothing for Keith Thurman to offer that fight. He didn't have nothing at the time to deserve that fight. But I mean, Keith Thurman, the proof is in the pudding. That motherfucker ain't scared of nobody. Come on. Come on, that motherfucker ain't scared of nobody. And then just like I say, everybody else can pull that card. Everybody else can pull that card, or he not ready. He not ready, or this and that. But except Earl Spence. I mean, or except anybody else. You know, like I say, he pulled Earl Spence. He ducking the fight. You know, like I say, you know, don't be a hypocrite. You know what was going on. You thought you deserved the fight. You knew he was the man. You want to be the man. Okay, well then it's you in the seat now. Come on, you got to give it up. You know, you got to give it up. Keith Thurman earned his spot. He beat the former world welterweight champions. He beat the current welterweight champions, and he fought the biggest fight, which was Pacquiao when he went tooth and nail. So shit, he ain't got no. He was the man. Keith Thurman was the man. So everybody else had to toady to Keith Thurman. Shit, what the fuck? How you gonna ruin that man? Because who is you? It's like a Boots. Who is Boots right now? Boots ain't fought nobody. He ain't even be the worthwhile contender. Who is you? I don't give a fuck how many. You had 28 nobodies. Come on. At least some other
champ.
guys, like I said.
Oh, champ, they got a common opponent. He just beat Delorme. That's who Crawford fought for a vacant title.
6 years ago.
He's somebody. If you fought him for a world title, he's somebody.
No. Come on now. No. You see that motherfucker on the street? That money that they gave, that money that dude LeBron them gave that money to, he was in the NBA, right? He didn't get nothing. He didn't get no help. They ain't call him back. He made it to the league, right? He was through, right? He wasn't no good.
I don't know nothing about them other sports. I don't know nothing about them other sports. I'm not even trying to lie.
Listen, you seen that guy, the faded NBA player who was people's homeless and everybody was giving him money.
No,
yes,
I don't
LeBron him, whoever that guy.
I don't know who that is. I promise. Okay. I don't watch no basketball, Bernie. I never seen a Super Bowl in my life.
Okay, listen. Like I say, it's better to be a has been than it never was, and that's all Delorme was a has been at the time when he just got stopped by Boots. A has been. That man wasn't even a world champion.
Okay.
He wasn't even a former world champion.
Okay, Lipinets was a former world champion.
Okay, now I'm gonna say this. Now, like I say, there you go. But he was a 40-pound world champion, first of all. He lost to Mike Garcia, who's a slow, small welterweight or a junior welterweight. Boots had the age, the height, the speed, the reach, everything against that man. Everything. He had everything over that man. Everything. Come on.
I mean, that's how he feel about. That's how he feel about Crawford. He feel like he got 10 years younger than Crawford. He do everything better than Crawford. He faster. He younger. He stronger.
Okay,
he
but
bigger.
You know what? But you know what? I understand that. But like I say, do he deserve a fight with Crawford first? No. His merit, his talent looked like it. But again, now I want to point this out. When he knocked out Delorme, what did he say? Who did he want?
He mentioned he mentioned everybody though. He mentioned everybody.
Yeah. Just like your old lady when she asked you what you want to eat. You want pork chops, you want steak, you want chicken? Which one? Yeah, you think about all them, but which one you want? All right, and what he say? I'll fight Earl Spence. I want Earl Spence. Everybody else, don't nobody want Crawford. I say, he didn't say I want Crawford. He didn't say I want Crawford. You know, he said I want all them guys. You know, that's what you say.
Here you go. Listen. That's what you say. I got it right here.
I've been ready 2 years ago. Let's line them up the top 5 guys. You already know.
Spence, Ugas, Porter, Crawford winner.
Spence, Ugas, Porter, Crawford, Keith Thurman. Y'all know I'm coming. Philly in the building. We taking over this welterweight division. Let's get it.
Well, that's an awful lot of names. Can you narrow it down?
So he ain't leave nobody off the table. Nobody.
No. You didn't play the rest. You didn't play the rest.
You want the rest?
He said, I know. That's a whole lot of names, but who would you want? All right. Say that. Play the whole thing.
Hold up.
Yeah.
That's an awful lot of names. Can you narrow it down in your mind who you'd like?
I'm ranked number 3 in the IBF, so Earl Spence.
All right. Sounds good. Congratulations, Boots. Fun to watch.
Thank you. Appreciate you for having me. All right.
Yeah.
What that mean?
Yeah.
He still want everybody.
Yeah.
He still want everybody.
Listen, when you narrow it down, the man put the mic in your face.
But Bernie,
you can say a million things. Hold on, no. You can say, come on, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You go ahead.
You can say a million things. You can say a million things. Just like he assessed, well, I'm hiring the IBF, so I could see me getting a shot closer there. But I also feel that everybody don't want it with Crawford. He looked at it as such a pound miss. I feel like I'm bigger, I'm faster. All them things that he said in somewhere else. So if my dream fight will be Crawford. When you put that mic in your face, you gotta come on now. Again, come on. The man didn't say, he could have said a million things, but all he said was him. Come on. Ain't nobody, like you said, the boogeyman Crawford. The boogeyman. That's right. I'm looking for somebody else other than that motherfucker. Yeah, I'm looking for somebody else other than him. I'm looking for somebody else other than Crawford. Yeah, I'm gonna take that route. Oh, I'm close in the rankings to him, so I think that'll be the fight. Not even for publicity for yourself. He to say, like I said, just something small.
He only saying
top ranked in the IBF.
He only saying what's easier to do. At that time, Crawford was still with Bob. He worked with PBC and Showtime. And hold on. And a fight with Earl is a 2-3 belt unification. If he become Earl's mandatory after Earl beat Ugas, how many belts do he get a shot at? 1 or 3?
I understand that. But listen.
So you know what it is.
I get you. Listen, I get you. No. Because you're a great debater. Now you want to debate me. Because I'm saying you're debating.
No, I'm not.
That's a devil's advocate, and you can say all that. Yeah, you can say all that. But we know what the truth is. That man don't want it with no Bud Crawford. What? That man don't want it with no Bud Crawford. That man don't want it with no Bud Crawford.
I've interviewed his father, man. Believe me, they think they ready.
But he didn't say Crawford.
I mean,
he said Earl Spence. He didn't say Crawford.
He said Crawford. He said Crawford. He just ain't doubled down. He ain't doubled down.
Exactly. So you know what I say? Listen. If you want to fight and you're trying to break out, right? That's what you need to do. Talk some shit to Bud Crawford. Get in his face. Talk some shit about him. Talk some shit. Because that's what you got to do. You know, it ain't personal. But I'm trying to get you in the ring. So whatever I got to do to ruffle your feathers to get you in the ring, let me do that. Is he doing that? Is anybody doing that? No.
Let me ask you, bro. Is that a fight that you think sells on pay-per-view? Crawford versus Boots? Showtime
pay-per-view?
pay-per-view?
Steal pay-per-view, bro. Don't nobody buy that shit, my nigga. Don't nobody buy that shit. Don't nobody buy that shit. Everybody steals.
I buy
Everybody, that's why we got all this stupid shit. Huh?
I buy it, but I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, though. These numbers all low. The numbers all low. But look at what Canelo did with Plant, though. That don't give you hope. And 10 seconds. Fury Wilder did 852. That don't give you hope.
He got a country behind him, and Tyson Fury was white, and it was a black man versus a white man. Come on. It was a black man versus a white man. Come on. There you go. And then, oh boy, got the equalizing punch. So you never know. You never know if the white boy going to get knocked out or if he just going to beat the black boy silly, in which he did. Knocked him out cold. Deontay Wilder looked like a slab of meat over there. Terrible. So, again, the suspense and everything, like I say, the Boots in his fight, I mean, pay-per-view, I can't say about pay-per-view numbers no more. You know, like I say, a pay-per-view fight should be a huge fight. You know, Boots is a good fight, but he's not huge yet. It's not a pay-per-view fight as far as that. Now, him and Spence, that's a pay-per-view fight.
But this is the thing. Showtime got Boots. Showtime got Boots, not PBC. That's why he ain't get a PBC fighter. According to Keith Idec, he ain't get a PBC fighter because he ain't signed with PBC. So Crawford and Bomac could go sit down with Espinoza and see what he trying to offer for that Boots fight. And that ain't dealing with Al. That ain't dealing with Floyd. Like, it's shit out here. And on December 29th, Bozy Ennis, I told you, he already told me, but he also told someone else on December 29th, there's an article that says Crawford should fight Boots Ennis next, says Bozy Ennis. So, you know.
Okay, well, you know what they should do then? They should go and try to talk with Bud because he's the man. They should not Bud going to go chase no fucking Boots who ain't did shit.
Nah, you ain't chasing
don't
Boots.
Do that.
You ain't chasing, but you chasing the network. The network is paying for the fight. Espinoza's paying for that fight. You ain't chasing Boots. You seeing what deal Espinoza got for you.
Listen, Bud gonna do what he gotta do because he the man. Do you understand that, right? He gonna get fights. This man wanna be there. He's going there and see if they can get Bud on the hook then. That's what they should do. They think they so ready. Go up there and see if y'all can get somebody on the hook then. See if y'all, you think Boots and them actually reached out to Bud and them to try to make a fight? No. All talk. When you want something, you go to them. When you want something, you call them on the phone. You don't keep talking. You go about it a certain way. Them motherfuckers ain't doing shit but talking in the media when you put a camera in front of their face. Ain't nobody writing no letters. Ain't no lawyer sending nothing. Nothing. Come on. Now, if he hungry, right? He hungry, right? All right. He trying to be champion, right? They saying he this, right? So you should be going at tooth and nail to try to get Bud. Let me call them. Let me talk to them. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. Cause we faster, we younger, we this, we that. Fuck, come on. If we beat Bud, that's better than beating Spence. Come on. Bud ain't been no injury. Bud ain't been in no car accident. Bud don't drink. Bud don't party. Come on. Now, you beat him? All right. You know why? Because everybody else calling him pound for pound. Everybody calling him all around the best. Come on. So you getting all them accolades. Come on. The boogeyman accolade. Everything. Come on. Get out of here, man. So, man, them motherfuckers just doing a lot of talking. If you was ready, they be sending some offers. Come on. Yeah. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. You know, like I say, when nobody wanted to do nothing with him, he was on top rank, they said, you want to come up and fight this guy? Sure. Not 2-3 seconds about it. Okay, duck me from the undercard fight, put me on the main event fight, move me up and weight? Sure. I'll do it. Who else you want? Okay, I'll do it. Scotland? Okay, I got to go Ricky Burns to get the championship? I'll do it. Okay. Come on now. Come on. Somebody, come on, man. I mean, they ain't giving my guy enough credit.
Ennis is number 2 in the WBO, and you know Virgil's fighting Michael Mickinson, who's the number 3, and Virgil's the number 1. So
why he ain't looking at Virgil? They ain't looking at Virgil to try to say,
Virgil himself said that, you know, he needed a couple more fights for that. So did Robert Garcia. I interviewed them both. And that's why they taking the Michael Mickinson fight.
Right. Makes sense. Okay. So good on them. Good for being honest. Now, Boots, if he really want it, then you go to make your stipulations for the WBO. Make me the mandatory for the WBO if I'm all that. You see, they already reached out to this man. They'll tell you themselves they didn't want to fight. They don't want to fight. So bump me above him. I'm ready for the man. If he ain't ready for me, he ain't ready for Crawford. Bump him. Put him number 2, put me number 1, make me the mandatory. They can do that. They got power. They got money behind them. Go make me the mandatory then. Yeah. Ain't nobody doing no shit like that. They ain't doing no shit like that. He ain't got no belt. So he can be mandatory. See, Bud, they don't even rank him, and he got a championship. They don't even put him in the rankings. You go in the WBO, WBC, he all the way down the line. They don't even mention you. When you got a belt, they don't even put you in the rankings. Ain't that sad? Come on. So like I say, it's all good fights. I don't knock Boots. I think he's a good little fighter. I think, you know, but I'm pressing him. If you watch any of my show, I'm asking these, come on, y'all need to step it up. Y'all ain't Mayweathers. Y'all ain't Earl Spence, or y'all ain't Bud Crawford. Y'all ain't them niggas yet. Y'all ain't them.
He can't get nobody to fight him. People turning down fights. They turning down fights. I just had Cody Crowley on. He said, I'll fight Boots, but the price got to be right. It's like, you can't get $1 million to fight 2 non-champions? Like, You know what I'm saying? People want 7-figure paydays to fight Boots.
Yeah, I can see that too. But then that's why I can say. But still, he gotta either make yourself the mandatory, try to do that, or fight Conor Ben or, like I say, a Rashidi Ellis. Or
Stop it, Bernie. You know ain't no motherfucking Eddie Hearn putting Conor Ben in there with Boots Ennis right now. That dude got to become a champion. He gonna unify with another champion that ain't on Boots like before they ever think about putting him in there with Boots. You know how this game works. Come on, knock it off. You really think Conor Bennett and Boots Ennis can happen in 2022?
No, listen what I'm saying to you. I'm not saying about that. I'm just talking in imperative on the fighters.
They won't
you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's on the fighters. And like I said, you never even heard Boots even say them guys.
Because he want the top dogs. He want the top dog. He want Crawford, Thurman, Earl Spence, Ugas. He want the top. Why he gonna look at the prospects?
Because he's a prospect.
Ha ha! Prospect killer.
And if you want
prospect killer.
And you want to go, and if you want to go above the prospects, you need to beat the prospect. You need to be the best one out the group. So whatever that takes, like I say, I don't know. I think it's a good hell of a fight. But if you want Bud Crawford, then
I'm gonna tell you
gotta
this.
get to Bud Crawford.
I'm gonna tell you that you and I both know Oscar De La Hoya ain't making no Virgil Ortiz versus Boots in this fight. You know that.
Yeah. I'm just listen. I'm not, like I say, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying as the fighter, okay, if I can't get Crawford, them guys, okay, but let me get the next best set. Let me pick out of that next set. Okay, then if I can't get that, then I got to do what I got to do. I got to fight whoever else is available. That's all I'm saying.
That's what
they want to rush to the top.
That's what he doing, though. He fighting whoever they put. That's why he fought Delorme. Because ain't nobody else taking the fight. No. He tried to fight Castillo Clayton. He wouldn't take the fight. You know what I'm saying? They offered the fight to the dude from the UK. He even admitted it to us on the show. What was his name? The dude, he just lost to Michael Mickinson. Mickinson, upset him. I can't remember his name. Somebody gonna text it in the chat in a bit. But yeah, I mean, we literally been interviewing dudes and asking them and they don't want that fight. Dudes don't want that fight. You can't fight Virgil. Out there. You can't fight Virgil if him and his trainer saying no. Oscar gonna say no. You know what I'm saying? So then you ain't gonna fight. You ain't gonna fight Conor Ben. Ain't no way, no how that Eddie's gonna put the son of a legend in there with Boots right now. There ain't no money in the fight right now. Why would I burn the son of a legend? Think about how long Julio Cesar Chavez went. Remember, they stripped Sergio just to make Chavez a champion versus Sebastian Zvi. Bro, they ain't no way, no how. No way, no how they putting Conor Ben in there with Boots. The name I was struggling with, thank you, Jalen Thompson, is Chris Congo. He's another one that said he got an offer for Boots and didn't take it. It's mad people. Congo. Who
the fuck is Chris Congo? Who the fuck is that?
Boxing is global, Bernie. Boxing is global. He from the UK.
I'm not saying that. But at the same time, Boots is in the public eye. He needs a public name to try to boost him. Chris, whoever the fuck that was, he was just as good as whoever the fuck, Mickens or fucking Delorme. Come on now. Like I say, he need a, and even if he don't get a name, give him somebody that at least got
Thurman. He want Thurman, but Thurman want Crawford and Thurman want Earl. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's looking in front of them. Nobody's looking behind them.
I agree that, but you can't keep Thurman pay his dues. He beat Colazzos and all that.
But he been out the ring.
This dude ain't paying no fucking dues.
He been out the ring.
Boots ain't playing no fucking dues.
Bro, Thurman been out the ring 3 years, man. He been out the ring 3 years. Right. Like the world moved on, and Boots is the new.
Okay, but you still gotta pay your dues.
And he trying.
That man ain't paying no dues.
He trying by fighting the out of the ring 3-year Keith Thurman. That's what contenders and prospects do.
Well, like I say, I think he should have a little bit more integrity than that. He should. Keith Thurman got a name, but like I say, let him get himself together first. I don't want no excuses. Let him get himself together first, and that's that. But
I want him to get another two.
At the end of the day, no. After this fight, Keith Thurman should be able to fight anybody.
Nah.
After this,
Your timing ain't ready for Terence Crawford with a tune-up with Barrios. Stop it. He already got pressure on his shoulders that he got to do better than Tank, because Tank is a featherweight. Nah, it's too much pressure.
Listen.
Too much pressure, man. You know it. Don't try to get that easy win over Thurman, man. Let Thurman be 100%. Let Thurman be 100%.
Let me say this. I was out the ring. Now, I know Terence Crawford. I mean, they hell of a guy. And the guy I fought, he wasn't nothing. But I was off for 9 years and came back and I looked sharp. That man, just because he was off, don't mean he wasn't not doing nothing. This man is a world-class fighter, been fighting at a world-class level for 15, 16, 20, years. You just don't lose it like that. That man stopped fighting because he had whatever the reason was, and the man is a world-class talent. I don't care what you say. The man, he going through training camp. He going to go through another training camp to fight his next fight, and come on. He should be good now. He's a world-class fighter. That's it. He ain't been busted up.
We got to see how he look. We got to see how he look.
And rest does you well. They said it about him against what's the fella name, Josecito Lopez. And he thought a Pacquiao came out on, but he was on Pacquiao's ass. He was busting Pacquiao up. Now. Pacquiao dropped him with that quick, but he was busting Pacquiao up now. He looked a lot better and sharper in the Pacquiao fight than he did against that guy. And then again, like I say, I want to give him 1,000 credits because the way he got caught and he held himself together, the way he used his ring smarts to get himself together, and then he fucked that dude up. Come on, man. Like I say, Keith Thurman, that man been fighting at a high level for a long time. He know what he's doing in there. I wouldn't do that.
I'm
stirring
the pot. I'm stirring the pot, man. I'm stirring the pot. I got to credit YSM Sports Media. I believe he's out of Philly. He's got a good relationship with Boots Ennis, and he sent me a little clip, or rather, we got a little clip and asked him, can we use it?
How would you fight a fighter like Terence Crawford, a guy that switches, can fight inside, outside?
Me or somebody else?
How would you fight him?
Me? Well, whatever he think he can do, I do better. So, he's a great fighter, Crawford a great fighter, but it's just different over here.
See?
Look, he said that. It's cool. So you know what you do? You go and make the mandatory. It's almost like,
but he
like
got
I say,
a network behind him. That's what I'm saying. We ain't got to do that. He got a network behind him, so all you got to do is sit down with Espinoza and see what they got cooking. What you got, Espinoza? What you want to do? Okay. How much you believe in Boots?
That ain't on us to go to him. It's on him. It's him to go to Espinoza.
No,
it's on him to go.
Listen. Canelo went over to Fox and PBC to get that Keller Plant fight. You the free agent. They got to deal with Boots. You got to come sit down and say, hey, I'm a free agent. What you got shaking? Can you get me that Broner and that Boots Ennis fight? You want to do a 2-fight deal? I'll beat the shit out of Broner and Ennis. What's up? Let me get Broner first to build my name. And then we do Ennis on pay-per-view, however you want. You it gotta go that. You think so? Wait, you think Al went to Canelo? Of course not. Eddie Reynoso went over there. Somebody gotta go sit down. Somebody gotta go sit down, man. Only in America, man. Don King, let's get this shit done. Somebody gotta sit down and hear what's on the table. Somebody gotta hear what's on the table.
Somebody got to, like I say, I understand you got to do that, but I don't think it's imperative on Bud.
I'm just saying, clock's ticking, man. Clock's ticking. Clock's ticking, and he got everything to offer, so he need to hear what they got to offer. He bring everything. He bringing the last piece of the puzzle to the table. You know, he bringing an established name to the table. He's a free agent now, so he ain't got no ties. Like, he got to hear these offers. Just hear them out. It don't take nothing to take 2-3 weeks to fly to a few different places and hear what people got to say. They gonna pay for them flights.
You know what?
Once you tell Floyd, I want to see you, he paying for the flight. He's sending the jet. Send me the jet, man. Bob never gave me the jet. He gave Tyson Fury the jet. Floyd, send me the jet. He gave Fury the fucking jet to go to Miami. Send me the jet, Floyd. Let's talk.
I wouldn't. I mean, like I say, I couldn't say. I just know Bud ain't gonna chase nobody like that. I'm just gonna put it like that. He ain't going to go sit down. I don't know what the people that he dealing with doing, but I mean, Boots is. It still ain't gonna give us what we want.
Jerry Maguire chased everybody around, and his slogan is infamous, man. Show me the money. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put some footwork, and it's all good. Cause the end result is always sweeter.
That's right. They gotta show us the money. That's what they need to do. Show us the money. You talking about it? Like I say, they gotta show us the money. Exactly. Ain't nobody trying to show us the money, as far as I know.
But you gotta go to the table. You gotta go sit down so they can show you. Look, even Deontay Wilder and Al Heyman had to go to the zone. They had to go over there and hear what that offer was. They left because Wilder, they wouldn't tell them what Joshua was getting, but they had to go over there. They went over there. Like, everybody gotta go somewhere.
Like I say, I don't know about what Bud did. I couldn't say if there was no talks. I don't know. I can't say what they did. I can't say what they, But I think Boots is. If anybody wants to fight, if Boots should clamor for the fights. Bud shouldn't clamor for no Boots fight. Fuck Boots. Who the fuck? I mean, he all right, but come on,
it ain't about Boots. It's about Espinoza and Showtime. What do y'all got to offer the WBO champion? That's all I'm talking about. Boots is just someone they work with. It could be a one-off with Broner.
Yeah. Oh, I hear what you, I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, man, still, it ain't. Bud ain't just about the money. So it ain't just about the money with Bud. He want to be the best. That's one thing you got to understand, too, who you dealing with. It ain't just about the money.
But Bernie, Jamel Charlo is with Showtime. His last fight was free on Showtime. You had to have a subscription. He fought Brian Castano. So if you sit down with Showtime, they might could tell you, look, we could give you Broner, we could give you Boots, we could give you Jamel. Yeah, sign with us. Like, that's they work with. I'm just telling you, it's more than just Boots. Showtime works with Jamel. Yeah. Showtime just did Castano, and I'm pretty sure they got a March or April date for the rematch. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Showtime again unless it graduated to Fox.
Yeah. Like I say, Bud Crawford name speak for itself. If motherfuckers want to get involved with Bud, it don't take that much. Like I say, that man ain't ducking nobody. That man ain't worked his way up. He ready for he deserved a big fight. So like they say, people counting him out, tell him it's almost over. So we ain't gonna waste our time on no Broners or nobody else. Give us the motherfucker who you said, the Punt, the ones, the Ugas, the Thurman, and the Spence, and let us get on and mind our own business and do what else we want to do. That's all it is to it. It ain't really nothing else after that. So that's just the way I personally feel. If I was him, like I'm saying, of course you need money to keep going, but at this point, anything else other than a Spence or Thurman or Ugas is a letdown. Shit, it's a letdown. It's a paycheck, but it's a letdown. Come on. Or unless it's a Boots and that they made it some type of, because the dynamic of him, his youth, his speed, his height, his for name value, if it ain't them, Come on, man. Everything else is a letdown. But again, I don't know about what they do with all that going and talking to this person, and I don't know. I would think that would be the natural route if what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So that like goes without saying. So I guess we just watch how it develops. Do you understand what I'm saying?
For sure.
With the people that he's dealing with now moving forward, I'm sure they're going to reach out to all, because like you say, those people have those fighters. So I'm sure they're going to reach out to them at some point and talk to them about it or whatever. I'm sure that's going to happen. And I guess we just got to see what comes out of it. I said about Keith Thurman fighting the comeback fight. Well, him fight, okay, he had that setup with Barrios. Okay. He ain't fought since what, couple years, right? Earl had, I'm not knocking Earl Spence. I'm giving him a lot of credit for coming out and fighting Danny Garcia. I'm saying, but he could have fought Bud Crawford. That's all I'm saying. Because he been fighting. That accident. Even at that. Even. I'm not saying at the car accident. I don't know, because Bud Crawford tough. Fighting Danny Garcia, good, hell of a. Like I say, and when I got on the show, I did a live. I said he looked great. He looked fantastic. Now when we gonna get the fight? But the man, they asked him, and the man said cows and chickens. After he looked that good against Danny Garcia, who's, like I say, wasn't no slouch. He came right back and fought him. He looked terrific, and the first thing he said is cows and chickens. I said on my live, you can go find it somewhere. Like I say, well, man, come on. If I'm feeling that good, I'm ready to take on the fucking world. Now, what I'm saying about this with Keith Thurman, if I give him any slight thing, is because how he is, he does look shaky. Like I say, when he came back off that fight and he fought Jose Cito Lopez, he didn't look that good, but he got through it. So this fight, I want to give him a little bit more time to get back through it. Like I say, I talked to somebody else, and I talked to somebody actually through PBC, and what they told me was they was giving Barrios the golden ticket because of what he did with Tank. Since they sacrificed him with Tank, they gonna give him a big fight with Keith Thurman. Okay, so now with Keith Thurman being off and come back and fight, and like I told him, if you listen to the show, I said after Keith Thurman fight this guy, he should be ready to fight whoever. Did you hear me say that, fella? I hope you heard me say that. I ain't taking no. I'm not switching sides and putting up for this and putting up for nobody. I gave all them guys their credit. I told them, like I said this. I'm gonna say this again because they ain't listening to nothing that I say. I didn't say Earl Spence wasn't no hell of a fighter, that he couldn't fight and that this and that. I think it's a lot of hype put on him. I said my personal beef which make it personal with me, is the way that he come at Bud, the way he dismisses Bud. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying it from this standpoint, from this. They had never had no real bad words going in between or nothing. It wasn't getting real animosity before that motherfucker came out and said 60-40, 80-20, whatever we get him. Now, this is what I'm saying. That's when I really fell off the train with Earl Spence. I'm like, fucking period. Because he said that. Now, like I say, Bud reached out to that man. He didn't have to. He could have been silent after that man got in that accident and didn't say one thing. He didn't have to say nothing. They say silence is golden. He didn't have to say nothing. But he sent them big wishes and all that good stuff, which was real because that's how Bud is. He kept it real with him. The first time this man, he didn't even have enough, which I don't know because I can't watch everything. That man didn't even thank nobody for well wishes. I never even heard Earl Spence say thanks for everybody that was praying for me, that was wishing for me, for my recovery. He didn't say that shit. He didn't even come out and say nothing. None of the brothers in the community, no other athletes, no other people that was wishing for his recovery. He didn't thank nobody. The first time he got on TV like a fucking bitch, he started talking that weak ass shit and still didn't want to fight. He talking all that shit and still don't want to fight. He talking down on Bud and still don't want to fight. That's why I don't fuck with him. Now, you talking about the energy, matching his energy? Come on, bro. Bud never once took his eye off that man and never turned his head. I'm not pumping it up huge. But if you watch, like I say, Bud stepped to that man was nose to nose. That man turned away from Bud. And if you watch again, like he said, okay, he doing what he did. So now it's the last puzzle is after Ugas. Because we're going to go back to what he said. Everything that he said, okay, it's coming along. But like he said, like Bud said, in that interview, when they was talking, he said, He said, I'm going to fight him. Bud said he didn't say nothing about Terence Crawford, though, did he? No, he didn't say nothing about no Terence Crawford. Earl Spence didn't say shit. I'm going to stop you. But he didn't say that emphatically. Come on, man. Like I said, I'm not knocking Earl Spence. I think he's a good fighter. But they putting it they making it bigger to keep him away from everybody. They ain't putting that man in enough. If he was the man, they would put him in the ring with that guy. If he was the man, they would put him in the ring with that guy.
I just got off the phone with Bozy Ennis, who said yes, no offers were ever made to Terence Crawford, but if that's what he need, I'll have someone call him because we ready. We ready. That was Bozy Ennis. I wanted to have him get on, but he said he got guys in the gym. But he was just calling me to clarify that, yes, no offers were made, but that he gonna definitely. He said he gonna definitely see if Cameron or Espinoza can't give somebody a call. I went as far as to say, hey, look, if you need anybody's number that I can help with, I will get it to you. But I'm sure everybody got everybody's numbers. I'm hoping. But we'll see, because again, whatever's on the table don't mean you got to take it. You just seeing what's on the table.
Exactly. So if it's anybody else, if he said all this, so again, we're going to put his money where his mouth is. Don't worry about the money, because if you beat Terence Crawford, then you're going to be the man. You're going to make more money than you fought everybody else, and it's been sufficient. So don't get all up in a bunch, because everybody getting all a bunch about fighting you. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking to him. So don't get all we can't fight blood. They want too much. They don't want to give us enough. Don't say that, because you don't want to try to get your way in the dough, and you ain't got shit to stand on, not a fucking crumb to stand on. So when they get to talking about all that shit, let's get whatever we can get and fight that motherfucker. That's what I want to hear from them. That's what if they talking all that shit, I'm so much faster, I'm so much this, I'm so much that. Get me in the dough. Because if I beat Crawford, then Earl Spence shouldn't be too far behind or the rest of them, and So let's go. Let's go. So that's what I want to hear from him. So you said what Bozy said, which they good people, and I'm just talking excitedly. I don't care. I just want to, okay, I heard what he said. You said what he said. Well, let's see if the proof is in the pudding. Let's see if the proof is in the pudding. Because y'all can't get no fight because they don't want to, they don't get enough money. So don't you be the one that can't get no fights because you don't get enough money. You be the one that breaks that and you go through the door. Let you do that, okay? Because you ain't got one championship, no accolades to your credit really at all. You don't have a leg to stand on. So let's make that clear. Bud is a 3-time champion, 2-time lineal, okay? So he didn't get all the belts at lightweight, but he was the emphatic champion at lightweight. He was an emphatic champion at junior welterweight. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so let's just get that clear. While you talking, we gonna make sure. Okay. Well, it shouldn't be hard then. Go in and now if we turn down a fight, we turn down a fight. All right. Let's see what happens then.
Well, all right. I'm gonna get back
to the video. Feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.